In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Thursday, July 11th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our July 11th Monday slate for MLB. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 6.92 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we are well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. Thanks to you guys continuing to like and commenting. Continue to do so. It helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a broader audience. If you're not doing that, you guys are absolutely missing out on the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon as well. All right, so if you want to get locked in for that Patreon for the daily bets, which we had earlier this morning, I gave out the England for the Euro Cup. That came through. We're still waiting on news for baseball, but daily bets, future bets, and access to that chat. All right, that link is provided down below in the Patreon. You get all that with that sign up. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. First game up in Comerica Park here. Detroit Tigers 43-49 going up against the Cleveland Guardians here 57-33. Looking at the current odds right now, we have the Detroit Tigers at a -145 with the comeback of the Guardians at a +120. Total run set at 8. For the public bet percentage here, 86% of the bets, but 69% of the money coming in on the Detroit Tigers here. We can see the public and some sharp money coming in on the Guardians as slight underdogs here. For the total runs, 86% of the bets, 81% of the money towards the over 8 runs. All right. Now, shocking to say this sharp money and public money coming in on the Guardians because this pitching matchup is pretty ugly on the side of the Cleveland Guardians here. Spencer Howard, 1-1 with a 5.63 ERA, going up against Jack Flaherty, who has been phenomenal this year, coming over from St. Louis, 5-5 with a 3.24 ERA. Like I said, Flaherty has been on fire this year. He's right behind Tariq Skubal of how well he's pitched. And this Tigers team definitely has a rotation, a very, very good rotation. The only issue with Flaherty is a little bit of power to righties. That's a slight issue here. When we're talking about Spencer Howard, on the other hand, he has a complete problem against righties. He's a right-handed pitcher that can't pitch to righties. I always take advantage of these guys. And we're looking at his numbers here. He's given away a .431 batting average to righties, a 3 whip, a BABIP at 500, and the xFIP is almost 7 at 6.71. So across the board here, I'm going to be going with the Detroit Tigers in this one at home against the Guardians here, who the Guardians have been slapping up the Tigers just a little bit. So Tigers on the money line. Tigers I would consider -1.5. And for the over-under, the question is, will the Tigers score 8 runs? Because I don't think that the Guardians can put up that many runs. I would lean towards the over. Over 8 runs just in case. Over 8 runs. In Great American Small Park here, Cincinnati Reds 44-48 going up against the Colorado Rockies 32-60. Looking at the Reds here, looking at the odds, -200 on the Reds with the comeback of the Rockies at a +165. Total runs set at 9. For the public bet percentage, 99% of the bets, 100% of the money all over the Cincinnati Reds in this one. Total runs, 87% of the bets, 88% of the money towards the over 9 runs in this one. Looking at the pitching matchup, Austin Gomber is 2-5 with a 4.47 ERA, going up against Hunter Green, who's 5-4 with a 3.45 ERA. So this pitching matchup here, Gomber, he has some really weird home road splits. He's phenomenal at home in Colorado, but he's putrid on the road. You expect that to be different, but Gomber's road ERA is at a 5.44. He's given up power to lefties. That's another issue for him. And if we're looking at his righty stats here, so 1.23 home run per 9, a batting average at 295, a whip at 1.47, and the xFIP is at 4.60. So these are very bad numbers here going up against this Reds team in a offensive park here in Great American Small Park. Hunter Green here has pitched okay this season with a 4.19 ERA, nothing special. His issue at home is against lefties. He's giving up power to lefties with a 1.27 home run per 9, a whip at 1.38, and an xFIP at 4.68. So I love the over in this one. We got two big question marks on both of these pitchers here, especially Gomber. But Hunter Green tends to give up runs at home, and Gomber especially gives up runs on the road. So over 9 is our top play, and I would consider, I think this comes down to those later innings here. Gomber is the worst pitcher in this matchup. Depending on how this one goes, give me that +1.5. Give me the Colorado Rockies to fight in this series, especially how this Wednesday game goes. I don't think the Rockies want to get swept in this one. Give me the Rockies +1.5, but our top play will be the over, all right? Over 9 runs in this one, especially. In Citi Field here, we have the New York Mets 45-45 going up against the Washington Nationals 42-50 here. Looking at the Mets on the money line, -145 with the comeback of the Nationals at a +120. Total runs set at 9. Public bet percentage, 89% of the bets, 100% of the money, all over the New York Mets here. Total runs, 99% of the bets, 99% of the money towards the over 9 runs here. Starting pitching matchup, Mackenzie Gore, 6-7 with a 3.83 ERA. He's been very solid this year. David Peterson, a lefty, 3-0, 3.58 ERA for the New York Mets here. So this is a lefty versus lefty matchup here. Mets are top 5 in the league against left-handed pitching as well. And when you're digging into the numbers of Gore had a good game and had a bad game versus the Mets already this season. All right, it was one game when he got hit up, and there's one game he dominated. So this is the third matchup here that they've seen in Mackenzie Gore. It's going to be very interesting to see. Have they figured him out, or it's just one of those things that happened and he had a bad night off for that one particular spot. I would like to believe in Mackenzie Gore and what he's done this season as well, despite the fact that this will be the third time the Mets have seen him. On the other side, David Peterson, he's been okay, very mediocre this year, but there's a lot of regression when you're looking at his numbers against righties. Right now, he's given up a 304 batting average, a 1.76 whip, and an xFIP is at 5. So there's major concerns here on the side of David Peterson. I'm waiting for that big blow up day to come, but it's creeping towards there because each and every game there's lingering stats that tell me he has not pitched well. Okay, especially against righties. That's who he's going to be facing against the most. So in this one here, give me the Nationals with the better pitcher on the mound with Mackenzie Gore. If you want to go with the first 5 innings, you can as well, or Nats first 5. Give me Nats money line, and I'm going to go towards the over 9 runs in this one. In Oracle Park here, we have the San Francisco Giants 45-47 going up against Toronto Blue Jays 41-50. Looking at the current odds right now, we have the Giants as slight home favorites, -115 on the money line, with the comeback of the Toronto Blue Jays at a -105. Total runs set at 7.5. For that public bet percentage, 74% of the bets, 84% of the money towards the San Francisco Giants here. Total runs, 100% of the bets and money towards the over 7.5 runs here. Pitching matchup, Kevin Gausman, 6-8 with a 4.64 ERA. Jordan Hicks, 4-5 with a 3.47 ERA. All right, now breaking down this one here, Jordan Hicks, I've talked about him many of times previously. He's been really solid this year, and he pitches better at home in Oracle Park in San Francisco. Okay, his current home ERA is a 3.12, so very solid there. Slight issue against lefties. If you want to do like a parlay of hits, look for left-handed bats on the Blue Jay side to attack him. He's given up a 1.63 whip, and the xFIP is at 4.97, so almost 5. On the other side here, Kevin Gausman, he has huge home road splits here. All right. At home, he pitches horrible. A 7.19 home ERA. He pitches much better on the road with a 2.31 road ERA, and his issue is going to be power against righties. So this one here could be a back and forth environment. Both of them have some little bit of a hiccup here and there. I'm going to be leaning towards Jordan Hicks pitching better at home over Kevin Gausman, despite the fact that those home road splits do stand out. He might have a good game pitching wise, but I think when it comes to those later innings, 7, 8, and 9, I think the Giants bats will get to Toronto in that bullpen. And give me the Giants as home favorites here, slight home favorites. And if I'm going towards a total in this one, give me the under 7.5. I expect a pitching duel between Gausman and Jordan Hicks as well. In the Fenway Park here, we have the Boston Red Sox 50-40 going up against the Oakland Athletics here. It's 34-59. Looking at the current odds here, Red Sox pretty sizable home favorites here, minus 225 on the money line with the comeback of the Oakland A's at a plus 180. And we have the total set at 10. I don't know, 10? They must know something. 10, that's pretty rare to see 10 in Fenway Park, but we're going to get to the reason why. All right, so right now, public bet percentage, no information as of right now on that money line, but the total runs, we have 74% of the money. 74% of the bets and 75% of the money towards the over 10 runs. And when I see that 10 runs, is mainly because when we're looking at this pitching matchup, Luis Medina, all right, 2-3 with a 4.37 ERA. Tanner Houck has been absolutely phenomenal this year, 7-6 with a 2.68 ERA. Medina is the question mark, all right. Houck, I have no issues with him. He already faced his team already in Oakland. 6 innings pitched, only 3 hits and 10 strikeouts. Maybe they figure something out. When look back at that tape when they faced him previously, and maybe they have a little bit of a game plan here when they're going up against him in this second meeting here. But Medina, his numbers are absolutely horrible against both lefties and righties. It's more against righties. His xFIP is at a 5.13. The whip is at a 1.74. And the batting average is at a 3.13. So across the board here, I'm liking the Boston Red Sox in this one. Vegas set that total there for a reason. So give me the Red Sox on the money line. Red Sox minus 1.5. And give me the over 10 runs here. I think they're going to slap them around like they did the first game of this series here. So give me the Red Sox in a full sweep. Next up in Angel Stadium here, we have the LA Angels 37-54 going up against the Seattle Mariners 50-43. No odds yet on this particular game here, but looking at this pitching matchup between Luis Castillo and Tyler Anderson, I would give this almost even game here. Well, let's look at the records. I would give this a minus 145 towards the Mariners as road favorites with the comeback of the Angels at a plus 120, and this total probably set around 7.5. So pretty low total here between Luis Castillo, has been phenomenal this year, and Tyler Anderson, who's been pitching out of his mind. Castillo is 7-9 with a 3.72 ERA, a 1.18 whip. Anderson is 8-8 with a 2.81 ERA and a 1.18 whip. So exact same whip for both of these guys here. Looking at these two guys, Luis Castillo, one of the aces of Seattle Mariners, obviously pitches worse on the road, and his numbers against lefties are his issue, all right? So he's given up 1.78 home run per 9, so power to lefties, a 1.34 whip, and an xFIP at 5.04. So mostly that xFIP is high because of how much power he's given up to lefties. So look out for the lefty batters here for the Angels. And then Tyler Anderson here, he hasn't pitched like this in years. So he's pitching phenomenally right now. But if you're looking at his expected numbers, there's supposed to be some regression coming very soon. His xFIP against lefties is a 5.27, and his xFIP against righties is almost 5 at a 4.97. So there's going to be a cause for concern here for Tyler Anderson. I don't know if it's going to be in this start, but very soon he's going to be regressing to his normal self very, very soon. So I would want to hop on that as soon as possible. Give me the over in the total here. I would probably it would probably be 7.5 with the total, because they're going to be going off their ERAs and the home field advantage here. So give me the over 7.5, probably 8 maybe. Give me the over in that one. I see some struggles coming from the side of Anderson. Castillo is susceptible of giving runs on the road as well, but I think the bats for the Mariners will get to the bullpen of the Angels as well if it comes down to late. So Mariners on the money line and the over on the total. In Chase Field here, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks 45-47 going up against the Atlanta Braves 51-39. Looking at this pitching matchup here, because we do not have no information yet for the odds, I would imagine for this one here, it's going to be this might be even between these two. I'll give it a -115 slight road favorites here, Atlanta Braves, and a comeback of the Diamondbacks at a -105, around that range. Max Fried has been solid this year, 7-4 with a 3.18 ERA, a 1.15 WHIP, going up against Brandon Paft, 3-6 with a 4.19 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP as well. That total for this one probably is going to be around that 8 range, so 8 to 8.5 here in Arizona at Chase Field. Max Fried, he's going up against a team here in the Diamondbacks that are top 5 in the league against lefties. A very strong team here that really hit left-handed pitching. And he's pitched well this year, strong against righties. But like I said, this is going to be a tough task here against the Diamondbacks. They have an advantage here going up against Max Fried. And then we're looking at his BVP. They have hit Max Fried in previous starts as well, so that's going to be a positive note for the Diamondbacks. Brandon Paft, he's been okay this year with that 4.19 ERA. He does struggle against lefties. Right now, he's given up a batting average of 308, a WHIP at 1.53, and the xFIP is at 4.12. Not complete garbage, but some cause of concerns here. And the other positive note for Brandon, he does pitch better at home. So that doesn't usually happen right now. Zach Gallen is pitching good at home. Brandon Paft is pitching good at home. The other guys are struggling to pitch in Chase Field. So I'm going to be going here with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think they have an advantage here going up against Max Fried. Give me them on the money line, and I'm going to take the over on the total. If it's 7.5, it's 8, even 8.5. I would take the over in this total here for the Diamondbacks and the Braves. Last but not least, we're in American Family Field. Milwaukee Brewers 53-39 going against the Pittsburgh Pirates here, 44-47. Looking at the current odds here, we got the road favorites, Pittsburgh Pirates, -140 on the money line with the comeback of the Brewers at a +115. Total runs set at 8. All right, so they're not giving you any juice on this one here, and there's a reason why. All right, for the public bet percentage here, 73% of the bets on Pittsburgh, but we have 90% of the money, sharps and public, all over Milwaukee coming in as home underdogs here. And like I said, we'll get to that very soon, that the reason why it's like that. For the total runs, 100% of the bets and money towards the over 8 runs. All right. Now, pitching matchup here is the MLB darling, phenom, the Bryce Harper of pitching. How many accolades can I give this man? Paul Skeens, 5-0, 2.12. This is the MLB baby. Just like they love Shohei Ohtani, they love Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is here, and he's here to dominate. That's what's happening right now. Aaron Savale, 2-6 with a 5.18 ERA. This is newly acquired Aaron Savale. He was with the Tampa Bay Rays. He was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers here. This is going to be his first game. So Maybe you could say a motivation spot here with his new team. You could say that, but he's had major problems, all right? Major home run problems to lefties and righties. He's given up a 1.85 home run per nine against lefties, and against righties a 1.57 a 1.57 whip against lefties to go with the 1.85 home run per nine, and against righties the home run per nine is at 1.84. All right, sorry for the mix up there, but major numbers power wise against lefties and righties, and he's giving up even more hits to lefties. So this is a spot here we already seen. Vegas gave you this line on purpose, okay? Obviously, they wasn't going to make it a minus 200. That doesn't deserve that. But definitely establishing that the Pirates are favorites here, and people are trying to go against that. We got 90%. I want to fade that. I'm fading that right now. I'm fading the public and the sharps coming in that heavy on the Milwaukee Brewers here. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line with Paul Skeens on the mound. If you want to just be safe, take the first 5 innings. That's where Aaron Zavala will be pitching, and most likely he'll give up a couple home runs as well. So I'm going to post first 5 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and if I'm going towards the total, definitely give me that over 8 in the total as well. All right, so those are going to be our plays for the Thursday slate in baseball. It starts early, so this video is going to be out early as well. So make sure you guys let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are going to be your plays on Thursday? Let me know some props. Let me know some upsets as well for this Thursday slate. Also, if you want to get connected and with that Patreon, remember, I give you daily bets access. I give you future bets. And I give you there's access to that chat that's going off 24/7, coming up with plays each and every day. WNBA, we got the Wimbledon, what's tennis is going on right now, Euro Cup, Copa America, everything is going on in there, right? So sign up right now. That link is provided down below. And guys, I'll be back with another video very soon. All right, peace out.